is Tricia and welcome to my channel. Alright everyone, so tonight I'm going to be making some chicken fried tenders. Now I'm going to be doing something a little different. This is a very simple little recipe that anybody can do, either frying them in oil or even putting them in your oven. But I'm going to be using an air fryer. I asked for an air fryer for Christmas and that is exactly what I got, so I'm going to be using that today. So let me show you that and let me show you these simple ingredients so that we can get started on this dinner. Alright everyone, let me first start off by saying this is in no way sponsored by anyone. This is just me trying out my air fryer in case you're interested if you've never tried one. This is going to be my absolute first time using it. I've already removed the components from the air fryer, the basket, and then the fry basket that's inside, and I've already washed and dried those as the instructions said to do. Now this air fryer comes with a recipe book, and in here it's got a recipe for some chicken tenders, and I'm going to be changing it up a little bit because I'm going to be using some different breadcrumbs. On the recipe it just states to use some flour, but I'm going to be using some breadcrumbs. Alright, so I'm going to put this over to the side a little bit so that I can tell you what the ingredients are. By the way, this is in case you're wondering what brand, it's Cook's Essential. My husband got this from a QVC for me. Okay, so we're going to be using some chicken tenders, and here I've got a nice little platter full of nice little sized chicken tender bits. If you don't have chicken tenders, you can use chicken breasts. You can just cut them up to size, or if you prefer, you can do them into chicken nuggets instead. Alright, here in this bowl I have some flour. This is just all-purpose flour, and I've got about half a cup. You could go maybe half a cup to a cup of flour depending on how much chicken you have. I'm just gonna toss them in there lightly, but I am going to be adding some pepper and some salt, and that is about a teaspoon of each, salt and pepper. I think there's a teaspoon and a half of pepper. You can add any seasonings you want. Here I've got some buttermilk, and this is about half a cup of buttermilk and 1 egg. Now the recipe called for a cup of milk and it called for 3 eggs. So I may have to mix some more of this, but I'm just going to start off small. Okay, and in here I've got some panko breadcrumbs, and these are Italian seasoned and they are delicious. I've already tried one out. To this I'm going to be adding some vegetable oil as it asked. So it asked for 2 tablespoons. So I'm going to pour about that much in there. And then I'm just going to mix that up. And I'm also going to whisk this little egg into the buttermilk and get that all well combined. And I'll be back to start dredging my chicken tenders. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start by breading a chicken tender by first putting it into the flour and then into the buttermilk and egg and then into the panko crumbs. I'm just going to pat them in like that. That looks really pretty. And then I'm just going to place them in the fryer basket. Now, I am not going to crowd them up, so I'm going to do a few at a time. These are going to cook on in my fryer at 360 degrees, and it says for 10 minutes. So we're going to try that and see what happens. So I'm going to do a few of these, get them in my basket, but I'm not going to prepare the other ones until I'm ready to put them in there because I don't want the moisture from the chicken getting everything all gooey and mushy. Alright, I've got my chicken tenders in the fry basket, and I've managed to get 6 of them in there. So now I'm going to put them in the fryer, in the air fryer. And it says to go for 360, so that's at 370, so 360. And then the time, it says 10 minutes. So I'm going to leave it at 10 minutes, and I'll be back, put the rest of them in, and then we'll take them out and we'll see how they came out and see if I have to do any adjustments to this. Alright, I've taken out the first batch, and I actually took a little piece from this one so I could test it, and I actually ended up putting them in there for another 5 minutes. And I think just because my tenders are really thick, So that took 15 minutes instead of just 10. So now I'm just gonna pop these other 6 in there. Start it up again at 360. And the time, just 15 minutes this time. Okay, it's been 15 minutes and my second batch of chicken strips is done. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull them out so that you can see what they look like. Look at that, nice and crispy. Okay, so now I just gonna set them on my platter with the other ones that I have already made. And there we go. Look how beautiful that looks. Let's take a taste. Okay, so here's the piece that I had taken a little bite off before to test it, and look how crunchy that looks. The panko crumbs on that. Can you hear that? Okay, let's cut it open. And let's see how well this has cooked. I think that is very, very well done. Looks nice. It doesn't look over dry or anything. The outside is crunchy, crispy. I'm going to give myself a big old thumbs up. I hope that you too will give me a big old thumbs up. And I hope you enjoyed this recipe and my trying out my new air fryer. Please leave a nice comment down below. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And thank you to everyone who has subscribed. Happy New Year, everyone. Make sure you share on your social medias. Hit that little notification bell. I have videos every Tuesday and every Friday. And as always, enjoy.